everybody, I guess, knows something from Ritchie Blackmore, right? I mean, to me, he was the only guy that really, out of my group of guitar players, really played with feel. It was just all, off the top of his head. I mean, if you listen to all those early Deep Purple's live cuts, Rainbow, I mean, everything was all feel for him, man. He did what he wanted to do. He was a more,
Did he play the same solos live that he wrote on studio albums? No, not once. He just wung it?
He did Highway Star. He pretty much played note for note all the time. But everything else, he just blasted off, just like Jay.
Yeah.
Same way Jay Mathis did. I said his name right?
Mascis,
sorry. Just the same way. Whatever he did in the studio, he never played live again. It's just that's how he was. He just played whatever the fuck he wanted to play live, you know. And I don't mind that. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm more of the traditional guy that sticks with the same solos.
Right.
But he just, he was nasty. He did what he wanted to. And one of my favorite bands is Rainbow.
Mm-hmm.
And there's an album called On Stage. And just that whole live album is great.
A bootleg, or is it a real album?
No, it's just a legit album.
Okay. Legitimate album?
Was that legitimate album?
Legitimate
album. Okay. Some of his best stuff was on that album. It's called On Stage.
And it's not like the studio stuff.
We mean studio stuff.
It means the solos on that live record are not what's on the studio.
No. Like you'll take Man of the Silver Mountain.
Oh, that's my jam.
But his solo's totally different from the album. Even everything on that album is great.
Don't hate me for this, but
I know what he's gonna say.
I love the way Vivian Campbell played Man of the Silver Mountain with Dio.
I don't hate it. It's good.
Oh my! It's just so much more vicious. Like,
but the time was different, though. I mean, they played that in the '70s, and by the time
it sounded a little too honky tonk. Went dun 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 dun.
But that was off their first Rainbow album.
But then you got Vivian Campbell, like, it's like he's.
Well, if you listen to the on-stage version, it's quick like that too.
It is.
They play fast. The studio version's very slow. It's like really dragging, dude. But live they pick it up. Not as intense as that, but
you know what?
But what's you call too on the drumming too? You had what's his name on the drums, pounding his shit out.
Cozy Powell?
No, it wasn't. Well, that was with Rainbow. Yeah, I'm talking about with Dio.
Okay. So what's funny is now that I'm thinking with Man of Silver Mountain, it's tying me into what we were talking about in the beginning with Bandmate.
Right.
The part in Man of Silver Mountain. I forgot. I don't know the lyrics.
I'm a wheel.
No, not the wheel part. The pre-chorus.
Calm down the fire.
Yeah.
He's doing with those licks. Yeah.
She's doing a lot of that.
Yeah, you're right.
In a lot of their stuff.
Yep.
All over the place. Right. Like, again, I can't.
Yeah, he's kind of like breaking those chords up and picking them individually. It's nice.
Yeah. So, he's great. I like a lot of the Rainbow stuff. Don't
forget the went commercial with Joel and Turner.
That's what I was just gonna say. I like the Joel and Turner Rainbow. I like the Graham Bonnet Rainbow.
Yeah. What was one of your favorite songs from Joel and Turner? Can't Happen Here, I think.
I like that.
That was like one of your songs, wasn't it?
That's because I love the riff.
Right. And he uses that riff a lot. That's the same riff he uses a lot too. It's like a common riff.
And the solo in that song, and then he kicks it into I thought it was great. And
his stuff with Deep Purple. If you listen to Deep Purple studio albums, it doesn't capture the band.
No,
you have to listen to them live, dude. I mean, they just go nuts. They'll take a 3-minute song and make it 15 minutes. And that's what they're really about. They were just about jamming, you put them in the studio, they want to play perfect, and there's no feel to it. When you put them live, dude, it just, John Lord on keys, and it just went nuts.
That's the guy who's like, I thought he was going to knock over the Hammond.
Yeah, he shakes it and hangs it upside down and shit. Yeah. So they're a really good live band. In the studio, they haven't captured the sound, but you take them live, Deep Purple, Rainbow, and whatever Ritchie Blackmore is doing today with his...
He's back in Rainbow now.
Yeah, a version of it. Yeah, but it's more of his, what's it called, band? I don't even know what you call that.
The Friar Tuck stuff he was doing?
Man, dude.
What was that?
I don't know. Renaissance music it is, really.
Hey, if he's your number one guy, you're not along for the Renaissance?
I checked it out. I'm not, am I into it? No. It is what it is. If he's happy playing that stuff, I mean,
yeah, that's all it is.
Yeah, so who cares? I mean, he's got his wife singing, so he's not paying anybody besides her and him. The other guys are probably getting nothing. So, he's done with the rock. He said he did some rainbow shows out in Europe. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, they were just festival things. That was just an easy paycheck for him. You know what I'm saying? Just to show up and play some songs. I mean, Deep Purple's still playing today, but it's like...
What's it like Kiss with like 2 members?
It's worse.
It is?
Yeah, I mean, to me, Deep Purple was Ritchie Blackmore and Lord fucking, back and forth, just soloing the shit out of each other. They're back and forth,
right.
And we're going to have, what's his name, just singing? Who cares, really?